I married Thomas 7 years ago. On paper, everything looked ideal. He was stable, generous, protective. I was in my early 30s then, charmed by the life he offered. A spacious home, expensive dinners, a man who didn't just want me. He needed someone to complete his image. But over time, I became less a woman and more a fixture. Like the carefully chosen artwork on the living room wall. Polished, admired from afar, never touched. We stopped talking about anything meaningful years ago. Conversations became transactional. Schedules. Groceries. Bill payments. Our intimacy faded so gradually I didn't notice at first, then I stopped caring. I'd bring it up, sometimes, hoping he'd at least acknowledge the distance. He'd mutter something dismissive, work stress, fatigue, or just nod and fall asleep. That became our rhythm. Quiet dinners. Cold sheets. A life of parallel loneliness. I didn't cheat. Not then. I wasn't even thinking about it. I told myself this was normal. That passion was for movies and college kids. That marriage meant compromise. That boredom was stability in disguise. I stayed busy. Yoga in the mornings. A book club I barely paid attention to. Houseplants. Lists. I told myself love didn't have to be exciting to be real. Then Marcus came home for the summer. Thomas's son from his first marriage. 21. Tall, athletic, quieter than I remembered. He'd changed since last Christmas. More confident. That awkward college boy uncertainty had turned into something else. Self-assured calm. A certain ease in his body, in his gaze. He greeted me politely at first, just like always. But something felt different. Not just in him. In me. I noticed the way he looked at me when I walked into a room. Not obvious, never inappropriate. But he saw me. Not as his stepmother. Not as someone's wife. As a woman. It was subtle but unmistakable. His eyes lingered just a beat longer than they should. His voice dipped slightly when he spoke to me alone. He offered to help. Laundry, errands, bringing groceries in. Small things. But no one else noticed I needed help anymore. I should have ignored it. I tried to. I wore looser clothes. Kept my distance. But there was a strange pull in me I hadn't felt in years. Not for him specifically, just for something. I started paying attention to my reflection again. Moisturizer at night. A different perfume. I told myself it was for me, that I was reclaiming myself after years of neglect. But part of me knew that wasn't the whole truth. One afternoon he was out front washing his car. Shirtless. Music playing low. I opened the curtains just slightly. Watched him move with effortless ease. I caught myself staring, then closed the curtain like I'd committed a crime. My heart was racing. Not with shame but with something more dangerous. Something thrilling. I went to bed that night and couldn't sleep. My husband was snoring beside me, a world away. Marcus was down the hall. I shouldn't have been thinking about him, but I was. Not in a vivid, explicit way. Just the idea of being wanted again. Being seen. I told myself nothing would happen. I was still in control. But something had already shifted. And I couldn't pretend I didn't feel the water was running hot, steam fogging the glass. I wasn't thinking about anything except letting it all melt off. Routine stress, empty days, that subtle ache in my chest I never talked about. The bathroom door creaked. I froze. Then I heard footsteps and turned instinctively. The blurry outline through the frosted glass wasn't my husband's. It was him. He stood there for maybe 2 seconds, but it felt longer. He didn't speak. He didn't move. I grabbed for the towel draped nearby and shouted. His eyes met mine through the distortion. His mouth opened like he wanted to apologize, but no words came. He backed out slowly, leaving the door slightly ajar. My heart pounded. Not from fear, but confusion. Wrapped in the towel, I stared at my reflection. That look on his face haunted me. Not embarrassment, something deeper. Hunger. I tried to shake it off. Told myself it was a mistake, a misunderstanding. But I didn't believe it. I wasn't scared. I was awakened. For the first time in years, my body reacted like it belonged to me again. That scared me more than what had just happened. I avoided him the rest of the day. He stayed in his room mostly, quiet, respectful, but I could feel his presence like electricity in the walls. Every corner of the house felt smaller. When he passed me in the hallway, he didn't look away this time. He looked at me like he saw right through the act I was still trying to hold together. That night, he knocked on my bedroom door. Softly. Just once. I didn't answer. I just listened. A moment passed. Then his voice low tentative. "I'm sorry about earlier." I didn't respond. He waited.